TJ Gibson, been with Aurora Rents for off and on for 6 years now. I would be the service manager, parts ordering manager. Anything that needs to be done, I get done. I'm responsible for ordering all the parts that get in here. We took on the STIHL line here just after we opened our new facility, so it's going to be about 2.5 years that we've been working with STIHL. The STIHL line has been really a big retail spot for us. We probably spend, I would hate to put a number on it, but every day we are selling parts or selling product for STIHL. I do feel like we're giving a little something that other shops don't have, so we are providing something and getting a better impression in the customer's mind when they're done. We got the Cuda parts washer the end of 2014. Came in on a pallet. We actually did all the assembly ourselves, wired it up, got it running, but basically we just hooked it up, read the instructions, and started working with it right away. Originally, the original idea was to bring it in specifically for working on small engine stuff and things in our shop to make sure we have nice clean units, kind of an upsell to our customers so that we can go ahead and add the additional service of, hey, here's your saw all back nice and clean, looks like a brand new unit. But then immediately after, we started finding other uses for it. So we use it in the shop daily, use it all the time. We found that even doing chain sharpenings for chainsaws, we can go ahead and take that chain, throw it in there, run it for 5 minutes. Now you got a nice clean chain, you put a sharp on it. Customer feels like they almost got a new chain when they're started or when they're done, but really have found a lot of uses around the shop for that. We did get a timer for it so that we could time when it's going to come on and come off so that it's not running 24/7. The instructions were very straightforward. We just basically set it up exactly as they told us to in the instructions. And then it really, there's nothing complicated to it. You throw parts in it, you close the lid, you set the timer, and however long you set it for, you come back and you got nice clean parts. We do actually, occasionally there's ancillary pieces that are smaller go in there. When we originally got the machine, we just had the flat plate that's a turntable in there. That made it a little complicated. Sometimes things would blow off of there or whatever. We found out that there was a kit available that gave us an outer ring around the turntable, kept some of the lighter parts that were bigger from flying off the side. Also has a little basket, and so you put the small parts in the basket and cleans them up fine and doesn't blow them all around the parts washer. If you do lose something down in there, there is a little catch drain at the bottom that you can actually catch stuff if you did happen to lose something. But yeah, it works for everything from really anything 1/2 inch or bigger on up to anything that'll just fit in there and close the lid. We have had like solvent tanks before. They work. Again, you have everything is covered in solvent. You have to deal with the solvent when you're done. Disposing of solvent's not a cheap thing to do. It's a little expensive. So yeah, for me, this is much easier because you're not actually physically using your hands. You're not trying to dig through it. You just throw it in, turn it on, and it's washing it from every direction. So. The Cuda parts washer has made a difference in our shop. It's been a really good piece. It's really helped out as far as what we're putting out. When we hand the customer back a piece of equipment, it's nice and clean, it looks like new. And more so for us who work in the shop, it's much nicer to work on a nice piece, clean piece, and getting something washed up and making their life a little easier.